Hi Glories! So the other day me and Dale went over to his sister's house to help make pastels with her and her kids. It was my first time doing it. I usually am just an eater of the pastel, not a maker of the pastel. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of hard work because we did fruitcake that day too. So by the end of the day our feetses was killing us. It was a lot of work, but nonetheless I look forward to doing it again next year. I mean, we had vibes, we had our little parang and Christmas carols playing in the background, we had drinks and stuff. It was a lot of fun. So if you want to see how we make pastels, I'm saying we, like if I had a huge part to play in it, I really didn't, but if you want to see how we make pastels, just keep on watching. So the first thing you have to do is get some fig leaf. This is where you would go by your neighbor's house and board them for some. And because it's so long, you have to cut it in the middle like so, just to make it easier for the next step. Then you take it over to your stove. It's better if you put both burners on so that the process can go quicker, and this is just called squinging. And what it does is you can tell when it's done because the leaf will turn a different color, and it just makes it more pliable and easy to work with when you have to wrap later on. Then you have to wipe them down because sometimes there's, you know, bugs and critters and stuff on it. Then you have to cut it. So you're going to cut it as close to the middle stalk vein thing as possible, and just cut them into squares pretty much, or I should say rectangles. Yeah, rectangles. When you're done, they should look something like this. Then you're just going to put some yellow flour into a bowl.
So we have cookie in here.
This way,
You need 6 of this melted in some hot boiling water.
And how much boiling water do you need?
3 cups.
Then you just add the water and mix it up.
Water very boiling hot, so you're using a spoon instead of your hand.
So then you're just gonna knead the flour mixture. As you can see, it's still very hot. That's why she keeps taking her hand out the bowl like that. By the way, this is the chef. Well, you don't really see her face in the video, but you see her hands, and that is Dale's sister. Her name is Diane. I will introduce the assistants as we meet them.
We added sugar until the mixture has a sweetish kind of salty kind of effect.
Here Chelsea is just adding some sugar into the bowl, and I think she added about 3 heaping tablespoons.
Handful of oil.
This is so that everything will come together.
Then she has to test the consistency to make sure that it's just right.
Sure that your boil is soft, easy to work with.
Then she adds some margarine into the mixture. Then, like any good chef, she taste tests to make sure everything is tasting the way it's supposed to.
We need some salt.
She adds some more salt to the dough. Then again, she checks the consistency to see if it's ready for the next step. She tests it out by rolling it in a ball and then pressing it to see if it would press properly.
Maybe a little more soft.
She adds some more margarine and continues to mix, and then Chelsea goes and gets some hot water to add to the mixture as well.
You're not easy.
Can't walk without fuel.
Where's the fuel, sir?
Start, man.
Finally, the consistency is just right, and we take a little drinking break. Then the next step is to just roll them into balls about this size. She's going to prep the countertop with some oil just so that when we put the balls down they don't stick. And the first thing we're going to do is just roll out the entire batch of dough into balls. Now on to the filling.
The minced beef, capers, olives, raisins, lentils, secret ingredient, plenty of it.
Now this is where the fig leaf comes into play. She reiterated many times that the key is to make sure that you oil both fig leaves very well so that when you fold it over it won't stick to the leaf or anything like that, and you'll get a nice pastelle. So if you don't have this fancy press, you can do it?
No, I would normally do it with my hand all the time. It's only last year I get the pastelle press. I would normally just do this. Press the rest of the ball, press it out, and put it out myself. The person has stuck this at a boil just now.
But where are the rest of them? Put 1.5 heaping spoons of meat. Then pull.
What is this?
The cornmeal is supposed to be good.
Then after you press all 4 sides in, you just roll it up in the fig leaf, and it goes on to the next step, which is foiling. She used to tie it before, but she doesn't tie it anymore. So you just make sure that when you foil it, it's really tight so that no water will get in when you boil it. So as you can see there, she's already getting started on the next one. We had a real serious production line going. Brian, her son, was the one that was pressing. She was rolling them out with her hand the way you see her doing there, and then it was passed on to me to add the filling, and then it was passed on to Dale to fold it up, and then it was passed on to Chelsea to foil it up. Then she just puts it into a pot of boiling water to kind of pre-boil them in a sense. Now the true test, she said, is when you unwrap it to see if everything stays put, and we did a taste test right after that and it was delicious. She takes it out of the boiling water, she lets it cool, and then she freezes them. When you want to eat one, you just pop it out of the freezer and stick it back into some boiling water to heat it up. Or if you know you want to eat it the next day, you can take it out overnight to thaw and just unwrap it and then pop it in the microwave to heat up and enjoy. Now I know everybody has their own recipes and their own way of doing things, so if y'all do something differently or you don't like the raisins, I know a lot of people don't like raisins. I personally don't. I'm not really a fan of raisins, especially like in sour wine and stuff. I like to keep it simple. But this pastelle is seriously, just thinking in my mouth water and not thinking about it, is the best pastelle I've ever eaten in my life. And if it has raisins in there, I am eating the raisins and everything, because it's just, everything comes together really nicely. So let me know your likes and dislikes, what you do, what you don't do, if you use a different brand of corn flour or something. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your holiday season, and I'll see you on the next video.